And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at Esther McVey and the Blue Collar Conservatism pressure group. Now it is a follow-on from my previous story in regards to universities no platforming different political opinions. Now this one is in regards to teachers indoctrinating pupils with left-wing ideas. It's also about white working class boys being effectively pushed out of the higher education system, so they're falling behind. Now, if you don't know, Esther McVey used to be the Work and Pensions Secretary, and it's refreshing to hear her say the word indoctrinating, isn't it? Because that's exactly what's happening. The only problem I have with this entire article is that she said it's been completely wide of the mark when she says why this is the case. Now, she's also said it's white working class lads that are put off the most by the schooling system and why it's indoctrinating, but she puts that down to their families' Brexit beliefs, and I'll tell you, I'll explain why. At the moment, as we stand, only 13% of white working class boys go on to higher education. 13%. So there's a massive difference. Now she thinks it's because in the areas where these lads come from, they mainly voted Brexit. Well, let me just tell you this, Esther, it's got nothing to do with Brexit, in my opinion. It's everything to do with conservatism. You know that thing that your party forgot how to do? Now, if you don't know what conservatism is, Esther, I'll give you a quick rundown. You ready? Conservatism is a political and social philosophy promoting traditional social institutions in the context of, you ready, culture and civilization. The central tenets of conservatism include tradition, hierarchy and authority, and established in respective cultures as well as property rights. Do you remember any of what that is? Because it doesn't sound like you do. It just sounds like you're trying to lump it onto Brexit. It's got nothing to do with that. The people who are the most affected are the ones that want true conservatism. We want to conserve what we have. Now, other than her getting it wrong on the reasons why this is happening, she's right on everything else. She's basically saying that because the values of northern lads is not what is being taught in schools, it's putting northern white lads off going to higher education because it's only going to be more of the same. Now, it's not just northern lads, obviously. It's all over. It's the entire country's white working class lads. But it does seem to be where the schools are affecting young lads the most. Now, I can only imagine that would be something along the lines of toxic masculinity, mansplaining, manspreading, patriarchy, you know, all of the feminazis buzzwords. And now with all this unconscious bias training and critical race theory that's floating about on the left wing, they're going to be able to be telling the white boys that they're racist even when they're not. So it's only going to get worse, isn't it? Because I can imagine that wasn't about when I was a kid in school. There was a lot of bad things in regards to schooling, there was. But it wasn't being told that you were horrible just because of the dangly bits between your legs or the colour of your skin. But I'd like to know your opinion on this. Is this more good news? Does it look like... I'm actually starting to think they're getting actual stuff done, or they're actually listening. Maybe they're listening to the Red Wall Tories, you know, the Ben Bradleys and things like that. Maybe they're actually listening to them because they're the only ones that seem to be conservative, don't they? Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. It may be the start of a good thing, this. Hopefully, we will ensure diversity of thought in schooling again, which is our biggest failure in this country, in my opinion. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.